friends. This is Pat Boone. No, it's not really Pat Boone. It's Doug Dow. I was just trying to steal Pat's Hello Friends because I always thought that was really cool. You remember Pat Boone? Guy's an awesome dude. Look him up on the internet. He's got a heart of gold. He loves America. His daughter Debbie Boone was famous for the song You Light Up My Life. So here's to you, Pat. Anyway, I guess what I'm doing is a blog, video blog. I just see everybody else doing these things, and it kind of helps your heart sometimes to write things down and keep diaries. I'm not really a writer kind of guy, so I figured maybe this would work really good for me. Who's going to watch this? I have no idea, but if you're interested in corresponding or giving a reaction, I would love it and truly welcome it. Most of the time, because I'm a doctor of Oriental medicine and a homeopath, I'm talking about health and natural health, and that might come up in my thoughts because this is just totally ad-libbed. But I think I'm going to get a little bit sentimental here today. I was watching Monday Night Football the other night, thinking about my brother. I've got a brother, Don, that lives in Southern California, and it was his 52nd birthday. And he was down there watching the Colts and the Chargers play, watching Monday Night Football. And I was thinking how different it is now than it was back in the old days. Some of you old codgers probably remember Dandy Don Meredith and Frank Gifford and Howard Cosell. I love those things. I remember vividly the first time that I saw a Monday Night Football game. My dad went over to his friend's house because his friend had this new thing called a satellite dish. It was about half the size of the driveway and about the size of his car sitting in the driveway. And in those days it was pretty cool because when they went to Monday Night Football or some kind of live event, instead of going away to a commercial, they would actually stay there and you could see what was going on behind the scenes. And this particular Monday Night Football, sometime in the early 70s, I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it was interesting to see the interaction of Dandy Don and Howard because Dandy was arguing with Howard because he was tipping the ball a little bit between. And as a matter of fact, I don't think Howard even finished the whole Monday Night Football program. He had to go home because he got a little tipsy. You know, Dandy Don had to sing "The Party's Over" all by himself. So those of you old enough to remember those kind of things, it's pretty. It's a wonderful, fond memory that I have of my dad and I sitting there watching things. Just took my pop to the hospital, you know, this week, getting his eye looked at again. He lost vision in one of them a little while back, a little detached retina issue, and to see your parents aging, I'm sure you guys understand what that's all about and what it feels like. It's really a strange feeling. I still feel like I'm 20 years old, but like I was talking about my younger brother there being 52 years old, I'm 57, and I don't feel a whole lot different than I did when I was 27, but my body sometimes tells me that. I think emotions are a big, huge part of this thing. So part of the reason that I'm putting this out there is I'd like somebody to help me out if it's at all possible. I'm sure in this age of products and DVDs and things that are available, what I would like to do is I would like to capture an entire evening of an old Monday Night Football game. And I'm talking, optimally, it would be everything. I want the commercials. I want the news breaks. I want to just pretend you sat down in front of the television, that's 1972 or 73 or whatever, and watched an entire evening of football. Somehow, somewhere, somebody probably captured that on tape. And I think it would be an absolute rush to sit there with my pop and watch that again. Some of you may know about that, may have even done it before, so please let me know if you got some answers for me. You know, they're saying with Alzheimer's patients, it really makes a tremendous difference in blood flow to the brain whenever you put them somewhere, like they listen to music they heard back in their heyday. Another perfect example, my friend and I went to a car show a couple weeks ago, and I saw my old high school car there. It was exactly like mine, same color, everything, a 1970 Cuda, and I had a lot of adventures in that Cuda, cruising up and down Woodward Avenue. I grew up around the Detroit area when I was in high school, and I sat in that car and put my hand on the steering wheel, and I got to put my hand on the stick shift, and I could close my eyes, and you know what, for just a minute, I was 18 years old again, or 17 years old again. And it made me feel good. It made my body feel warm. It made me pick up a good energy. It made me feel very grateful and very thankful for all the wonderful things that we have. So I would love to be able to share that with my pop again. And I'm sure there's lots of other nostalgic things out there that you guys will think of that might help us to do that too. I might sound like I'm rambling, but that's kind of why we do these things, you know. Ramble along and see if it's something that's interesting. So respond back if you like. If not, stay tuned and I'll talk about other crazy things, whatever's on my mind. I think this is good for me, very cathartic. So Thank you so much for paying any attention at all. Have a wonderful day. Thanks.